The Panasonic GH5 was announced back in January 2017, and since then has become one of the most popular Micro Four Thirds cameras of all time. Today, Panasonic have released the Panasonic GH5 Mark II, but what's different from the original GH5, and should you pick one up in 2021? Let's take a look. Now, I know this release could look disappointing to some that were expecting the GH6. However, with the GH5 II release, Panasonic have also announced some key specs and details on the GH6. The GH6 will be coming out in 2021 and will feature a new sensor and engine. It will have the ability to capture DCI 4K 42 10-bit up to 60 FPS for an unlimited time, 4K 120 in its high frame rate mode, and 5.7K 10-bit up to 60p. And it will be priced at around the $2,500 price point. Those are all of the specs we know so far, and I'm a little underwhelmed to be honest. I wish we knew more, and considering what we do know, this new sensor and engine needs to be fantastic to put it at the increased price point it is aimed at. Anyway, let's move on to looking at the GH5 Mark II. Physically, the GH5 Mark II is pretty much the same as the original GH5, though weirdly, the button markings have changed a little bit between the original GH5 and the 5S. The back LCD has also changed. The Mark II now features a 3-inch touchscreen instead of a 3.2-inch, but has increased in resolution from a 1.62 million dot to 1.84 million dot. The Mark II also uses the same battery that is used in the S5, the DMW-BLK22, which has around 348 mAh extra capacity over the previous DMW BLF19. Panasonic has also updated the USB-C port, which will allow you to supply power or charge the battery via this port while the camera is off, and also while the camera is on. This will allow you to power the camera and reduce the power drawn from the battery while the camera is recording. I shot a little bit with the Mark II using a power bank, and it works an absolute treat. The SD card slots have also been updated to take V90 SD cards, whereas the GH5 was limited to V60. The GH5 II features the same 20.3 megapixel MOS sensor as the GH5, but it has an improved AR coating that should have increased the dynamic range by roughly a third of a stop. The stabilization has also been improved to 6.5 stops when using the GH5 Mark II with a compatible lens. There is also now an option to tweak the image stabilization depending on what anamorphic squeeze you're using. This includes pretty much every squeeze you may need. This camera is seriously an awesome little anamorphic option at its price point. The GH5 II comes with Vlog L pre-installed, which saves you from having to pay for the £100 upgrade from Panasonic for the GH5. A few new colour profiles have also been added, which are Cinelike D2 and V2, as well as L Classic Neo and L Monochrome S. Panasonic have also introduced a large range of new recording formats that aren't available on the original GH5, and this consists of DCI 4K 42 10-bit, which is now available in 29.97, 25, 24 and 23.98, whereas the GH5 could only do 24 and 23.98. Both DCI 4K and 4K UHD 420 10-bit are both now available in 50 and 59.94, which were not available in the GH5. A range of anamorphic modes have also been added. These are a set of 10-bit 4K anamorphic modes, which could be handy for those wanting to experiment with anamorphic, but don't want to deal with the H.265 long GOP 6K files in post, and just want to shoot in a solid H.264 all-live format. As with other formats, the camera you can choose to either crop into the resolution you are using on the sensor, or use the full sensor downsampled. The GH5 II can output the same formats as the GH5, but also record 420 10-bit internally at the same time, which could be handy if you're running a Ninja 5 with the GH5 and want to record a backup to the internal media. Panasonic have put a big focus on the networking abilities that the GH5 Mark II features. You'll have several ways of doing this: via the HDMI, which will require some kind of interface between the camera and your computer, directly to the computer using a USB-C cable, and then using Panasonic's Lumix Tether or webcam software. This method is limited to Full HD 30p. And then lastly, directly streaming, which is new to the GH5 Mark II. This will allow you to stream audio and video directly from the camera a few different ways. All you would need to do is connect the camera to your smartphone or to an existing infrastructure. Using a phone, you can connect to the Lumix Sync app, which will allow you to stream directly to whatever platform you want. For connecting to routers, you will need to use the Lumix Live piece of software to copy the stream details to an SD card, ingest it into the camera, and then connect to the router. Though you can control some parameters of this on the camera as well. There will also be a new piece of firmware coming in 2021 that will allow USB tethering, which will be good for a more reliable connection with a smartphone, and wired IP streaming, which again will be a solid, reliable option when using a PC to stream. While streaming, you can still monitor out via the HDMI, but not record internally. So if you wanted to capture a copy of your stream, you could use a Ninja 5 or other external monitor recorder to do so while streaming. Panasonic have been trying to improve their autofocus for a while now, and the GH5 Mark II features the same improvements that the S5 brought to the Panasonic lineup. So this means the addition of head and body tracking as well as animal recognition. We shot some quick tests and it's definitely better than the GH5 at release, but it's still not at the level of Canon's latest versions of DAF or Sony's offerings in their systems. I really hope with the GH6, Panasonic can implement a system with both contrast and phase detection points. Though, as with the rest of Panasonic's mirrorless lineup, the GH5 Mark II features a stellar range of manual focusing assists for people who do want to manual focus. Panasonic have also added a large range of video shooting assist functions to the GH5, so let's quickly run through them. Frame indicator, which is essentially a red border that surrounds the frame on the back of the camera LCD when you're recording, and this makes it much easier to see if you're rolling or not. There is also an option for a blue frame that does the same thing, but when you are streaming or not, and you can toggle these on or off in the menu. Up next is frame marker. In this mode, you can toggle between a range of different frame guides from 239:1 all the way to 9:16. You can choose the color of the border and the opacity of the outside of the frame. This will be great if you're planning on delivering in a different format but want to frame accordingly. With this in mind, Panasonic have also added vertical position information, and this means you can toggle in the menu whether you want the camera to detect when it is in a vertical shooting position, and automatically rotate the clip you're recording in post. This will be great if you're shooting videos for social platforms like TikTok or Instagram and you want to maximize how much resolution you can capture and want to save some time correcting your clip orientation in post. Next is filtering, which was first added with the S1H due to the crazy amount of formats that camera features. This allows you to narrow down your formats by using a few different parameters. You can also create a list of your most used formats, so you don't have to scroll through the entire list every time you want to switch formats. It also features a luminance spot meter, zebras, an adjustable waveform and vector scope. Again, it's a Panasonic camera, so it's a fully featured video camera. Panasonic have also added the control panel, which again was introduced with the S1H. This is a really nice way of controlling and monitoring your settings, and will be great for people who use an external monitor or a viewfinder to monitor your actual image. The ability to adjust the way compatible lenses behave when manual focusing has also been added. This is similar to the S series of cameras and allows you to change the lens between linear and non-linear and allow you to set the exact distance of the rotation of your lens's focus barrel. This will be a really nice feature if you do want to use some of their Micro Four Thirds lenses to manual focus. When it comes to pricing, Panasonic will be selling 3 versions of the GH5 Mark II. Body only, a bundle with the Lumix 12-60 and a bundle with the Leica 12-60. Body only for the GH5 Mark II is going to be £1,499.99, which is including VAT. And this makes it £200 more expensive than the GH5 Mark I with the V-Log-L upgrade. So if you have your heart set on a GH5, is it worth the extra £200? Well, it has a lot of extra features that the Mark I doesn't have. So if any of these features stand out to you as must-haves, then yeah, grab the Mark II. Panasonic are focusing quite heavily on the camera's live streaming capabilities, which is unsurprising given the current trend of productions wanting or needing this within our industry. The camera does seem to be pretty versatile in this regard, and the fact you can connect the camera to a phone and then stream directly to a platform of your choice is pretty handy. So this could make it quite a unique option for people at this price point wanting a camera that can do stills, video and live streaming all in one. So yeah, the GH5 Mark II is still a solid hybrid camera. However, if you are serious about shooting video solely, there may be better options on the market, even from Panasonic. At this price point, there are plenty of solid options that feature much newer tech than the GH5 does. Even Panasonic's S5 or GH5S could be better options for some, both of which are roughly £250 more expensive, but they both feature better sensors than the GH5, so overall image quality will be noticeably improved. Especially with the S5, which is a fantastic full-frame camera at its price point. They both won't feature some of the formats or extra tricks that the GH5 Mark II can do, and the S5 will be bigger and heavier with more expensive lenses, but overall image quality improvements could be more important for you. This will just come down to what you need in a camera. Now, I don't think MFT is going anywhere, and hopefully the GH6 comes out late this year and blows us out of the park with its feature set and image quality. Let us know what you think of the GH5 Mark II and the initial GH6 specs down in the comments below, and where you think Micro Four Thirds is heading. Also, if you enjoyed this video, please make sure to give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for all future content. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.